Hi. Hello. Yes, this is my League of Legends account. I just hit uh, platinum, I believe. Anyways, so this is the UARK.
Yo, there's so many.
Well, kind of UARK, not really UARK, because I wasn't playing for them.
So good.
I mean, I was, but I wasn't really. That just means in name only. Versus the ASMSA team, which is going to nationals. So this is gonna be a best of 5, which, long story short, was
What? How
completely
do you do that?
obliterated. 0 to 3. So we got a lot of things to work on. And I guess we'll start on with we'll get the full POV. So here, enemy Cassante doesn't do the enemy EXP thing, right? But also makes sense because the
Bruh.
copy was there.
Let me go to menu.
It's kind of hard to. I guess we'll look at one lane at a time.
Gotta stop doing that.
So here, he just stands and then gets combat for no reason. Doesn't even bother trading back with an ability. So, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, just watches as he gets hit. This pathing's fine. Probably needs to be clearing the wave a lot less. I think, if I remember right in the voice comm, they were setting it for a level 3 dive. I mean, a level 3 gank. But also, like, if you're going to try and dive an Aria of a Zag and Cassiopeia, wrong game plan. Best not to do that. I'll just keep watching mid. So yeah, this is fine, playing passive. You know, realized that the dive wasn't going to work. Here, I mean, it's already frozen, so yeah, you can play it like this. Oh, wait, how do I have... Guys, I'm not new, how do I do this? Can you come with me? Do I gotta change my... Gotta change, where's the video? Is it in Borderlands? Okay, here we go. This works. Let's sure this over here. Yeah, I mean, not really anything special. Not really any good training or anything. Which is fine. The Cassio Ari lane, you just want to scale late. You don't need to bother trading if the Ari's not wanting to. Let's see. You got a free song. Kind of made yourself so you're forced to base, and because of how you pathed, you missed cannon. Well, the play pretty much excludes you already. They have no enemy jungle, so there's no need for you to move top lane. Geico. And then, as long as you keep Ari away from the play, then you already done your job, basically, in that skirmish. So, yeah, no need to path top. Let's see. I kind of feel like we're hitting the wave just because we can. Not really much of a reason behind it. Here, you want to stop hitting the wave so the wave slow pushes into you. I mean, I don't really need a thing to like count to like show why. Well, basically, the reason how like you can tell that this is slow pushing towards you is because does this thing work? Okay, it does. Okay, Control Z is not working. Eraser, come here. Well, because you have one less minion and like the lane from and the distance from enemies nexus is closer to their minions, and there's only like you only have one more minion. Or I guess this guy would be the one more minion. You you just stop hitting the wave so that the wave slow pushes into you. If you're playing a late game character and their wave is slow pushing into you, I mean, just like take it. Like, there's no reason to be playing so aggressively, especially when it's like against Ari Pantheon.
3 minutes.
I'm pressing tab, but it's not doing anything. Okay, here we go. Or it's Ari J4. Well, similar circumstance, especially if you're an immobile champion like Casio. No need to be risking it like this. Just play passive. Don't do anything. Don't try to do anything. Let the wave slow push into you. Also, I think previously Ari could have froze here. No, this is just slow pushing. So, yeah. And like I heard, again, Boys Comms Gage was like, you were complaining a lot about like the Ari like managing waves too well, but it's also because you're just pushing waves without much thought. So that's why you keep putting yourself into a bad state. It's not really that the Ari is doing anything great, at least I think. I mean, I wasn't watching your POV live, but more so that you're putting yourself into these positions. So yeah, there's that. And then let's see. Yes, Gage.
I'm sorry about today.
Well, it's okay.
He's filming the video.
That's fine. I mean, if I were to get blasted 0-3, I'd also get predicted, so no worries. And then, let's see. Oh, I mean, we're kind of staying mid a lot, but I mean, you're playing Casio. Not much you can do. So once again, yeah, we're really just pushing the wave. Here you should freeze, I believe. I like try to freeze, and then Zach could maybe do like bot side gank if he froze it around here. You can't freeze it down here because, well, Ari would shoot you some skill shots, and also because there's too few minions, so it'd be too close to your side of the tower, or I guess side of the map, and then it'd be a slow push. Maybe I should explain, like, okay, ignore the characters. I'll explain. Okay, so according to, I forgot, LOL challengers, whatever. I mean, it's like a guide thing, but there's like certain regions, and this is all one color, but like, oh well, you get the point. So here, if like the minions are here, this will be frozen if there's an equal amount of minions, and then if they're here, you need, and this is true for all lanes, but usually I keep like, so whatever the guide said that like there needs to be 2 minions like when it's like somewhat close to your tower. It needs to be 4+ minions to be frozen in like this area, 2 minions to be frozen here, and 2 more minions to be frozen here, and 2 more minions before slow pushing here, like for each side respectively. So if you want to freeze the previous wave, you would need to hold it out here, and then because of how like the minions would come, they would basically accumulate there for a pretty long time until like somebody force broke. And then if Ari used her abilities to clear the wave, because you know that's the only way for her to break the freeze without calling the jungle, you just walk up on her. So maybe phase rush would have been good. I don't know if you need Conquer. Yeah, maybe you don't need Conquer this game, but I don't know. I'm not a Casio player, to be fair. So, and then here is when you need like 4 minions to freeze. I'm just gonna clear this and we're gonna go to top. And then for top you just flip it. I mean, I guess I'll show it as well. Oh, camera, come here. Okay. So here, I can't really get the camera to be long enough, so I'm just gonna stay on one side. The camera to be big enough, rather. So here you need around 4 minions.
Hold on.
Yes.
Control Shift Z and then scroll.
Oh my god. So this is how they do that one thing. I've always wondered how to do that. Okay, thank you very much. Let's see here. I guess we can make it big enough for the entire top lane, maybe. Okay. This is such a big camera, but I mean, the same point stands, it'll just be smaller. So here you need around 4 minions. Here you need, so it's like at least 4 to freeze here. I think this one can actually go a bit closer. This one, it should be about 2 here. Here it's frozen. You can have like 1 minion around here. And then the same, you just flip it over and be like 2 here and like 4 minions here. And then if you're freezing, I mean, it's top lane, you can't really freeze like anymore, like without getting obliterated by minions. All you can do is like path in and out of bush. And so that the minions will like hit you a bit, but they won't absolutely brutalize you. You're supposed to be able to path back before like the casters cost their auto attacks, but I mean, if you can practice that. I personally am not too great to it, but as long as you get the freeze, like that's the most important part. And then you can just flip it for bot lane as well. Camera. Okay, we're just gonna move, and then it's the same case for bot lane. I'm not gonna say like where it is, like what they are, but it should be about here. This is kind of in tower range actually. Should be about there. So yeah, those are the freezing areas. That's so based off the number of minions of where it is. From that, it'll give you a general idea of like what's gonna happen to the wave state. So here, these lines are kind of fat. But we can tell from here, because this is one more minion, also because it's closer to red side, this would be slow pushing towards blue if they last it. You can make it a fast push if you want, but like naturally these minions are slow pushing towards blue side. If the minions were like the number of minions were the same, but they were here instead, it would be, well here instead, it'd be frozen. And if it was here, it'd be slow pushing back towards red. So yeah. At least for the most part. There's also like team level, average of team level, but because that'll change like how strong the minions are. But for the most part, there won't be too much of a gap to where like the minions are way weaker than the others. But anyways, going back to like watching laning, I only did this once because I think based off what I've seen, we just seem to have the same general like early laning mistakes. So yeah, here see, she has no Q, so you can play against her as if she has no charm, because she has like no more damage anymore, especially now that you're like you've done like 2 bases or maybe 1, like you're actually like pretty decently strong. And if you want your jungler to come and gank you, it's better for you guys to have already traded. If all you want to do is farm and your jungler is going to leave you to farm, like it's fine for you. It's actually good for you to not trade. And that way you're not as susceptible to enemy ganks or dives, at least as susceptible. So there's that. You got to practice last setting. You can't be missing crazy minions like that. See, in here, we just went and engaged for no reason. She didn't use a single ability. She's not trying to hit a single minion. We just walked up because we felt like it, which is, I mean, it'll be fine, I guess, if you're better than the other player outright, which I guess you can use that to feed your ego or your champion is stronger. But in League, it's best to play like a degen. So yeah, because of that, we get completely chunked and completely devastated in trade because we didn't hit them, for example, like right here, when you could have just chunked her using your E and then done like 40-ish damage for free. So yeah, and here we should have frozen the wave. Why are we pushing it out whenever we don't know? Maybe we do know. Okay, I don't know. When was the last time we saw Jarvan? Okay, so we know Jarvan's basing, but also it's also just good. Like, let's say you know you beat Ahri, because I'm pretty sure Cassio can win the all-in against Ahri, depending on whether Cassio hits R or not. but you want to have that kill threat. So one of the best ways is to just simply freeze. And then guess what they're gonna have to do? They're gonna have to walk up to like push in the wave or use abilities to push in the wave, and you can take advantage of that and then rail them. Instead, we just clear out the wave, so it's frozen in the middle of the lane. Actually, it's kind of slow pushing towards you, but like, I mean, it's kind of, let's see, if I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it's kind of slow pushing towards them rather. But like, it doesn't matter because the RE will be gone, and you're just gonna mess up the wave anyways. But like, yeah, instead of freezing, we just freeze it in the middle, which is not really much of a benefit to it. And so we're pushing it out. We're not even using all of our abilities to push out the wave when already is like 999% back. Just use your W. But also we could have just froze it here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is getting posted on YouTube. You're gonna be known internationally as toxic. Anyways, you could have just froze it here and back too. Would have done the exact same thing, except Ori would have missed more XP and you would have got more XP. Yeah, Ori would have missed more XP. That's about all that like would have happened. So yeah, I mean, I guess it's okay you push it out, but yeah, better to just freeze here, in my opinion. I'm not 100% right, but this is how I would play it. So yeah, maybe I should do a disclaimer, like how I see things is like definitely not gonna be 100% right. My name is not Faker, and I'm not even like, I'm probably not even as good as Catril, so yeah, there's that. I'm not really looking at any objectives, which is bad. As mid, you should be looking for objectives too. Here, I wouldn't, yeah, I don't agree with this move. You should just push mid again. And that way, once you push mid, you can then run top side, which is exactly what the Ahri did to you. So Ahri got there first, but it was okay because if I was Ahri and I saw you pushing here, I would just walk right through here. There's no reason to be respecting a Zac and a Bobby, like, especially when you have J4 Cassante, so, or just J4 on your side. So yeah, no reason to respect that. Should have been a kill. Should have been at least been in grubs. So yeah. Also, another way that you can like clear vision, and we know J4 is safe with topside, so like it's safe to do this, and you have a lot of mana, so you can afford to do it. Is just chuck your W to like just forcefully clear this wave, and then walk bot and just hit that ping. The only problem with this is that Ori made freeze against you.
He broke my block.
But I mean, if the pink is like an issue, that's what like you can do to get rid of it. In this case, the pink isn't really an issue, but like, yeah. So here the Ahri is going to be coming from base. I'm 99% sure. Oh, she doesn't base. So here, because you just based, you should be stronger than your laner. Especially if it's like an even matchup like Ahri Casio. So you can just go ahead and fight this. So, yeah. Okay, so to do objective fights, there's like two ways of how to do it in an objective fight if like you don't, if the enemy jungler isn't like there fighting your jungler and your jungler needs assistance immediately. As long as that's not the case, another way to like help with Drake is to simply just fight your laner and like chunk them out so that they can't come to Drake. And then you can go to Drake, assuming you're stronger, and we just based, so we should be stronger. So, yeah. But instead, we do 50-50. We freeze. No, we push, they push. And then, yeah. I mean, we end up getting a kill. So it's not too bad. But could have been better. I mean, and also when I say chunk, like, usually you don't use your ulti to chunk out the enemy laner unless you're playing something like Karma. So, yeah. But you just trade. So. I wouldn't be trying to base. You just base. You don't really gain much from basing. You get HP. So, better to just stay. I guess it's cannon wave, so I guess it's a good base timer. Yeah. I'll say that's a good base timer.
Oh my god, is it though?
So.
Okay, he's blue.
Maybe auto that ward instead of having Zach have the last hit. That way you get some gold. You wouldn't have missed any XP either. No, we're kind of slow on this Herald move. So this is our first skirmish we're participating in. So it's pretty bad KP, but it is a slow game. But like at the very least, I guess it's the second one. But the first one was at Drake where you killed Nami, was more of a pick, in my opinion. Wasn't really a skirmish. And this is the first one we're participating in. Kind of slow. This game has been pretty slow, but usually when we're map presence, which is like Cassie, it wasn't considered too good. Not to say that the RE did it either, but actually no, RE I think got 2 kills bot. But anyways, let's start with what we did wrong.
Oh, I know what I'm doing. Okay.
I guess did we just get hit by that Nami R? Okay, so we don't like react to the Nami R at all.
Oh my god.
So we're sidestepping it here when we should have saw it cast and then walk down over here to be safe. But no, we get hit by it. And because of that, we get hit by the EQ. Actually, no, we also could have dodged this as well if we just continued walking, because the EQ is right here. So if you just continued walking, you'd be probably about here when J4's finish of his dash, which you may or may not get hit. River interaction is kind of weird. Okay. And so let's see what we do here. We're using our E's. Yeah, that's good. Okay, J4 is kind of trolling this fight. Could have used E to kill the Jarvan. It's better for you to have the gold. And we die. I mean, yeah, probably just shouldn't have died to the EQ. Also, here you can layer CC. Notice how it's already charmed as well. If you are here, but both of them should get stunned at least. Maybe already outside of range. It's kind of close. But yeah, just layer CC. And then this J4 would have been dead, and then you could have continued playing back, or just ran to tower. Because this is kind of tough, because you have to wait for Poppy to get here, and Poppy's kind of behind. So yeah. Also, I don't know why we're pathing up here. Like, so we kill. Okay, we're just scared of Cassante. That's bad. You should just run to tower. Cassante won't one-shot you. No need to be too paranoid. And I guess we'll continue looking at the fight. So this is inting. Because it's already called off. And it's kind of hard to like re-engage without getting hit by like Ari Charm maybe or Cassante W. So, yeah. I think you already noticed this, but you're gonna TP mid here instead of TPing bot. And then Ezreal gets the first tower. And then you run bot and then you take your ADC's farm instead of pushing mid and making Ari miss a wave of EXP. I feel like this is very negative and not very productive. I don't know what to do though. I don't know what to do besides like, these are your mistakes. I mean, there's like drill and management that you could be doing. Like drills and stuff to fix these mistakes, I guess. But they're kind of hard to set up. And I'm in my opinion, once you get like comfortable enough with like practice tool, you can like you'll just learn these things if you're like practicing and practice tool enough. I don't know, or if you're just thinking about the game enough in your ranked games, which usually doesn't happen because you get tilted. But yeah, and here you gotta determine whether this fight is lost or won, and if it's worth your attention going there. If you're playing like, I don't know, Rise or some other champion, or like you're very fed, and maybe you coming up here can get a quadra kill, it's like okay to come Herald, but like it's still like super risky because there's 4 people. So instead, due to consistent play, and just push bot. No need to run top, or maybe go mid and push mid, but I would push bot instead. So you should just be pushing bot here, because yeah. So yeah, we just ran down to mid just to take the wave from Jinx. And to hit tower, did we even get it? If we get tower, it's okay. Let's see what red team could have done to prevent this tower position to be falling. Okay, Ezreal should just get off of this and just go mid, but okay. I mean, that's fine. I guess we get a tier 1. So, I mean, it's worth he came to mid. But I still would have stayed bot. So. Because this tier 1 shouldn't be falling. And maybe Cassante, instead of going top, should have went mid as well. Ezreal could have been mid tier 1, because mid tier 1's really important. But no, none of that happens. So going mid ends up being the correct play. And here, this I remember this. Here, doing Drake is the correct play. The problem is it takes too long for everyone to do it, to get to it. That ulti, yeah, it was a misclick. That's pretty unfortunate. But yeah, here, like, your Zac is not committing to the Drake, and your Sarah did not commit to the Drake. They're both running around. I sort of was a blasting thing here. But here, yeah, look, if your Zac just hopped over, this should have been gone. If your Seraphine used her QQ, or just Q, I guess, because, I mean, her passive makes it 2 Qs, this thing would already be dead, and you guys would get that. And, like, Zac would die, but you got a Drake for 1 death. There's nothing else on the map, pretty much, except for maybe Herald coming up, maybe. Is that Baron? That is Baron. Yeah, but then Zac would be up, so 1 kill for Drake, that's pretty good. Instead, we don't do any of that. We lose the Drake, and then we also die. But let's get it done with the macro. Let's look at how the team fight should have panned out. So we're in so we gotta hit this. And then we got a good Sarah R. Here we should sidestep the Nami R.
What?
You're already at the tip, but you don't put any effort in trying to dodge it. Focusing Nami is actually pretty good here. I mean, yeah, it's just kind of screwed. I don't even think the Cassante needed a TP to you guys. He's just lost. Also, yeah, the top laner should have burned TP, but kind of tough. Okay, let's go back to lane and let's look at what bot lane should have done instead. Maybe there wasn't no problems, but we'll see. So, I mean, let's just say hypothetically they walked up against the Seraphine. She's gonna get like a quarter of her HP chunked for no lane, for no reason. If they just like delve face checking to the best at the same time. So if you're gonna stand in a place, like do it together, or like make sure you're safe. So stand here so that you can see them really early. So yeah. But we don't do anything, so they're leashing, which is fine, I guess. Ideally, we could have made them miss some EXP by standing here for a bit, tanking the first couple minions, and then they would be like super squished, and that way they would all focus onto 1 minion whenever the wave crashes, like right here, and then the wave is pushing towards you, and you get EXP advantage. So yeah, but we don't do that, which is okay. We're not able to face check into their comp too easily to get to that early. Yeah, the units are about the same maybe, but we're not able to face check into the bushes too easily. So I mean, it's fine. So support needs to be playing in in my mind needs to be playing in the bushes, and then needs to auto. Whenever you auto, you should walk out of the bushes and then auto. So yeah. See, like nobody's doing it here. This is just very bad usage of vision. You should be autoing, getting back to the bush, forcing out early wards, and getting early prio.
Let me get a kill.
I think it's fine actually that you want the wave to crash into you. So maybe auto the wave a bit less. That way they get level 2 prio and it's like not contested at all. Because they have a J4, so they have early gank threat. And we have a Zac, which I guess has early gank threat, but like not as much as J4. So, yeah. I don't know why you auto cannon for, but fair enough. Here, You don't need to be walking this far up to use Seraphine Q or E, so you shouldn't be walking that far up. But
Finally.
I mean, fair enough.
It took 10 years.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Ezreal just outplayed you there. We weren't really standing behind minions in like a line to the Ezreal. Here, you want to walk up, use cannon for him. When this, and then Jonathan, and then your support should also walk up, because you want to punish this guy getting this last hit, or at least show some strats that you're going to punish him for hitting that last hit. But we don't do anything, so he gets the last hit, and then he's probably going to hit a Q. No, he missed. Fair enough. I don't know, maybe seeing this in this state, like Zach can run top, clear top side, do Raptors, and then come to bot. So seeing how the wave is like this, but I mean that's kind of risky. It's kind of just safe to clear top side, but that also is an option that Zach probably should have done, because we know J4 is clearing top, and we know Zach already loses to J4. So I don't know why you're clearing top to match him as well. So there's the jungle thing like that. Just like don't match clears if you're weaker, unless you're having winning lanes, which, I mean, I guess this is winning early for some reason. Is it winning? We can also look at CS, I guess. I mean, it's about even, I guess. And then top is winning, I guess. I don't know, top is losing, but both of your lanes aren't winning. There's no reason. You're not going to get Scuttlecrap when you go top. So there's no point in going top, clearing top. Just clear bot, leave your Raptors, go to these three, go to your Raptors, go to Krugs, or go to bot. I mean, Scuttler or bot. One of those two. But yeah. Yeah, so we started pathing for like a gank. Yeah, it is what it is.
Oh my god.
We get hit by the bubble. Let's see. Why did we get hit by this bubble? We get hit by the bubble because our support isn't playing up enough. So yeah, they do good. They see this minion's about to die, which is why we need to be doing it a lot and lane a lot more. Because when you're auto attacking, you have to stand still for a bit. So this support, like, you need to be playing up. You need to hit them. You need to give threat them, like, so that your ADC doesn't get cucked. But no, that doesn't happen. So your ADC gets shrunk to half, and then the lane is lost. So, well, you guys got a good trade back, so that's pretty good. Let's see. What could have done better? What could have our ADC done better? You canceled 2 autos, or maybe just 1, I guess, because you're low auto attack speed. But you canceled an auto. You can hear like the auto attack animation beginning. So yeah, that's a second auto canceled. That's a Q, not sidestep. Your W hit a minion. So yeah, I mean, basically did nothing except get hit by 2 Qs for no reason. So yeah, I mean, I guess 1, because one of them wasn't really too dodgeable. And then you missed a minion because you used it in cannon form. So yeah, you gotta be wary of what your AoE does, and gotta be wary of like positioning and stuff, because you could have walked through the wave. But I guess like the main problem was support then a walk up to Finn, the ADC who was not sitting. So probably like there's things with last sitting. Here you don't want to hit this one. Okay, yeah, it's this one. Here you don't want to hit it, and that way if you didn't hit it, when tower hit it, you could have hit it then and it would have died. It just takes a while for that vision to like and like comfort to be with last hitting, but I mean, yeah, I mean spending time in practice would fix these things. So yeah, and then yeah, we ward top whenever we see J4. I mean, we ward River Brush when we see top. When we see J4 top side. So there's no point in that ward. Unless we think Ori's on a crazy run to get to us, which I'm pretty sure we already know that Ori's not. And so our ADC gets chunked for 60 damage for no reason. While they're last hitting. So, no reason for that. Oh. Well. I was wondering where that plus word came from. Fair enough. Try to use your support proc on champions more, I guess. Actually, why did that not proc the support item? Oh well. Yeah, I mean, you're just playing so far back. Like, see, your ADC is walking up, so you need to be walking up, Jonathan. Or at least be pushing away their ADC. One or the other, depends on what champ you're playing.
What am I doing?
And then, it's because, like, you're playing 2 ranged, and I think Sarah outranges Nami, so... I mean, Nami is just walking up for free for somehow, when Nami has less range. And hitting your ADC. So... I'm just gonna like say this like bluntly, but like, so you kind of get the gist, or like the end result is that we're losing bot here, like prio, because of especially in like these HPs because of support gap. Okay, it's fine that we're losing prio because they have J4 and like their early game pressure is way stronger, but like, as much as, like, your ADC, like, can play better and, like, dodge Ezreal Qs, like, getting chunked when they're last hitting, when they shouldn't be getting chunked while they're last hitting, that's just 100% on you. Like, you just need to be there for your AD. I don't know why you're not using W to heal. There's that, too. Maybe you're holding passive to, yeah. Okay, here, like, you can't just sit there and look pretty. You're full HP, you could do something with your HP, enemy lane is bagging, what do you do as a support while your ADC is doing nothing and they have no kill pressure? You walk up and you cancel their base like an annoying motherfucker. That's what you gotta do here. I know, it's pretty wild, but that's what you do as a support. But no, they get a base and then we decide to stay. We're not using any abilities, okay, that took 5 seconds too long to use our abilities to clear the wave. But also, you gotta use your auto attacks, like here. Just show your Q already. I don't, like, this is actually just 5 seconds wasted. There's, okay, finally we start idling. So yeah, 5 seconds wasted. Of which we could have done clearing the wave, which we didn't do. And yeah. At the very least, we crashed in the wave. Did they miss cannon? No, they don't miss cannon. I mean, we make them miss 3 minions, the wave still pushing back to us. Yeah, and also if we that wave did die 5 seconds earlier, they wouldn't have gone cannon, so there's that. So yeah, so they're doing Drake right now. Wait, what the heck? Oh yeah, or because Nami. I thought I'm link-minded. So they did 1 Void Grub. Fair enough. Oh wait, we can see this because we're spectating. It wouldn't actually appear in game because it wasn't all 3. So yeah. Here, we're just standing, looking pretty again. So, would advise against that. So, okay, they're doing Drake. You have 2 options here as bot. You can shove the heck. Okay, I can understand where this is coming from, but okay, fair enough. That's a fine usage of using a skill shot. You don't know if they're there or not. So yeah, but we need to just be pushing in this wave. Yeah, this is, or we just need to do nothing and just leave the wave here, which it's gonna be slow pushing towards them, so we're screwed no matter what. But because we decided to walk up over here and ward Drake when we already know they're on it, which is also another thing. Like, if you know they're on an objective, you don't need to ward it. You just know they're on it, and it should be communicated that you know they're on it and they must be on it. Like, the moment they weren't here and they're not playing Nautilus, whatever. So they probably like 90% are no longer in the second bush. They're just on Drake. Don't doubt it. Just tell your jungler, hey, he's on Drake. Trust my callouts. And boom, they're on Drake. And instead of like the wave being here, your Jinx would have had the wave pushed in, and then we would not be frozen here. But no, they decide to push in the wave too, so they don't even punish you, which is the craziest thing about this, because this is a free freeze. They have a J4 with ulti coming at your face, and they're going to win the 3v3 because J4 is way stronger than a Zac and early game. And does Zac even have passive? Zac has passive. Well, it doesn't really matter, I guess, because like, he can't do anything. But yeah, instead of the wave being pushed in, the wave could have been frozen, and then you would have been forced to miss like 4 minions of EXP or something like that. Actually, probably a lot more. Probably 5 waves or something, because Zac can't come and break it for you. Because then the enemy J4, maybe J4 just based. Okay, yeah. Because the enemy J4 will then see what's happening and then just counter match, and then your wave's still frozen, and you're screwed. But none of that happens because the enemy team doesn't play it right, which I guess is fine. But like, you should be taking these things into account. That way, you can be the team that you can be the red side on this team, and then freeze it, and then make the enemy ADC miss 5 waves of EXP and gold. But we don't do that, and the enemy team doesn't do that. So we get punted. We get for our mistakes. This is why, like, I say you can't learn from playing against bad players, because they don't teach you anything. You gotta play against better players and be like, oh fuck, so that's how you freeze. Oh fuck, so that's when you freeze. Oh fuck, so that's how you move around. Oh fuck, so that's when you give up lane, etc. Okay?
Oh my god.
And so they will show you like what you're supposed to be doing in these times. But none of these mistakes are punished because, I mean, I don't know. Sarcastically, they're not playing them. Yeah, who cares? I couldn't really care about rank. They're just not playing with League fundamentals. So yeah. So bot lane, which should have been lost at that point, is saved. And I don't know. So yeah. We get a kill and stuff whenever we weren't supposed to. Like, this is why, like, I wasn't really, like, oh. This is why, like, regardless of, like, how the series turned out, like, it was an 0-3 stomp by the UARK team, which is the red team. Like, I think both teams just played really bad. So, there's that. That's my info. Yeah. So, yeah, here, as a jungler, this is also, I'm noticing this a lot. Like, yeah. Here, okay. Oh, I'm noticing like a lot of times, like we come for like a dive or something, and like mid laner or jungler, etc., is just standing here as in like sitting there and looking pretty or trying to look pretty, as bot is pushing in the wave. Stop doing this. There's nothing. You're not doing anything. Run around. Especially if they can't kill you easily because you have mobility, or something, or just you're intimidating. Because a lot of the time, League plays only work because of like human psychology, which is part of like why League is fun. Because if everyone played like AI, it'd be very, very scary. Very boring too. But anyways, like just walk around, just sit there and look scary, and push them away. Okay. But yeah, in this case, you do it, so it's fine. It's fine. So yeah. Okay, Nami kind of into that. To be fair, because we saw him on the pink. So what did we do when we saw him on the pink? Oh no. Oh, so okay, it's just a miscommunication. Okay, that happens. Yeah. In this case, this happened to be the right call, or maybe it wasn't. Maybe this happened to be the right call because, like, let's say Nami wasn't here, the Zac would be over here and with EE. So like, with E. So maybe you save Jarvan's life. I don't know. Kind of hard to say what's the right call there because Nami is probably dead no matter what. So yeah, okay. So we get ourselves a tower, get ourselves a wave. We should have based, and also we should have been autoing it from max wave. But yeah, and then we're dead. Let's see what our mid laner did. Whenever Ahri's gone, no pings. Okay, this is another thing when you gotta be competitive. See, just because you're in competitive doesn't mean voice chat excludes everything. Like, voice chat is like almighty God or whatever. No, that's not the case. Like, use your hands. What are you doing? Okay, you're using E, but you have the time to click G in one button and slide it across your map. Okay? You can do that a couple times. You can push in your wave slow. And you didn't use W to clear the wave either. So yeah, you're not even shoving the wave as fast as you could. So there's that. You, like, yeah, I mean, we died to a gank when we shouldn't have. And we're also we're yapping when we should just fucking focus on the game. So, yeah. I don't know, next time we do this, I guess we're just like, everybody's gonna be muted. Somebody types one thing, I don't even care if it's team chat, fucking gone. But also, yeah, mid laner gotta be like, oh, Ahri's gone, and be pinging it too. Do both. One does not excuse the other, especially when you have both available to you. Okay, what the fuck just happened in that last inning? Okay. Here, Jinx should go for this one, and Sarah should hit this one. Okay, Sarah just missed quick. Here, if you know how to A-click, it would also like resolve this issue, because you don't have to last hit this one. You just, I mean, actually, no, you're just trolling. Okay, never mind. This is just troll. So here, this, I guess it would have, this should have the tower shot, but because Jinx autoed anticipating that thing, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm a support here, because Jinx should just hit the top one. You should wait for the tower to come hit this, and then you should A-click down here, and then you will target that minion. That's what I would do there. But yeah. And then here, let's see. Okay, Jinx has enough AD to where she's able to one-shot the background minions. Okay, but yeah, that CSing thing, that's also something that you two got to work out, or just you two get better at last hitting to know how tower will work out, so that like eventually you'll just like know what your roles are in that case, because that's like a lot of what like higher elos like solo duo bot lanes do. Like they just know like which like who's supposed to hit which one, and because you know who's supposed to hit which one, because that's the only one to get both in like a timely manner, etc. Without like exposing yourself to too much threat, and so on. But yeah, just get better at last hitting. Like just because you're a support doesn't mean you shouldn't know how like tower like does damage to minions. Like your ADC is your life is like your life hold until they run you down with like I don't know Ghost Heal Draven with Moby boots. Your ADC is your lifeline, and you gotta sacrifice everything for that little boy or girl or whatever they want to be called nowadays. Okay. So yeah, they're just perma pushing, which is fine, I guess. Okay. I mean, yeah, we're just too far back. Our ADC is way over here. We were jumping out skill shots for no reason. We're not sidestepping. So, I mean, yeah. It's just sad. It's just sad. That was close. Yeah. Also, like, I don't even want to get started with like objective setup. Like that stuff was, it was like not there. That's like the best I can put it. Yeah, we pushed away from base. This is fine. Actually, no, we're not even basing. It's fine if Zach comes and does Drake right away, and then we push wave and go get help and go help Drake, which doesn't happen. We let bot push Drake. We let mid. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Actually, that's fine. Origo's helps their jungler. Yes, that's how you play that. That's good. Okay. Here, like, we just watch them push. Okay. Watch them push into our faces, as we know that Zach is doing Drake. Why? Another way to stop your laner from like getting objective setup. No, another way from getting objective setup is to simply trade with your laner. But we don't do that. And we have the luck of a god, because as you happen to pound down, when both of them should be checking Drake, because there's two of them. We know where four of you guys are. And so the only guy who can be on Drake is Zach, and Zach poses no threat to Nami and Ezreal. But yeah, okay. But yeah, you end up getting a Drake for free because, well, the enemy team didn't play it right. So. Ain't no way he's freezing it. Okay, here, like, okay. Run at his face! He just missed his skill shot. You just got movement speed. Run at his face! He should not be getting his EXP. He should not be getting his gold. He's by himself. And you, like, ADC, you two, woke up! We know Jarvan's topside. Is he still topside? I don't know, sometime has passed. Yeah, okay. Jarvan's still topside, and we know that because he just took Void Grubbies. Because, like, I don't know if, like, how the ×2 thing, like, I'm not used to like ×2 a speed sometimes, so like My time to get very distant oriented, but I was still correct that it wasn't that long. Just woke up. The Nami's so dead. Why is he getting this gold? Why is he getting this EXP? We're shoving it in for him so that he can farm safely. Well, yeah. I mean, I'll watch one more time. Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
Oh my god, did you so much damage?
I need you to do that. I need you to do that.
Maybe you could have gone for more.
Can you do
I
it?
mean, it's also fine that you didn't, because then you have
Oh my
to
God.
size up the Ezreal queue. Okay, now can we know? Oh wait, Nami. We knew Nami would. Okay, who cares? I mean, it's fine for the support to match, because it's kind of hard for you to dive. Okay, you gotta book it. There's nothing you gain from hitting this tower, except for maybe first tower. Because where the fuck's Ezreal? Ezreal base. That late. So we get a tower when we're not supposed to get the tower. But okay. I mean, yeah, fair enough. My bad. I didn't know you would have gone tower there. That's just my bad. I should have known.
Oh my god. Of course.
But yeah, we should have been mid here. And then this should have been a triple kill for Jinx. Because if we didn't hit tower, we'd already be there. So, yeah. I mean, it ends up being okay because you got a tower. But then we end up trading tower because we get the wrong TP. But yeah, I mean, the right play, in my opinion, is just to head mid there, go for the fight. Maybe Dopa would say you just gotta do your tower, but like, IMO, I would have done rotation.
Good.
Also, as a support, I think you can roam a lot more. I'll go back one more time on this replay. That'll be it. I mean, I guess I'll do one time for like everyone on this team. What took Jinx so long to get here? Just Pathfinder. I should say Pathfinder. Actually, I guess this is fine because Ezreal has red buff, so fair enough pathing. Hit that. No. Fair enough. Push mid. Okay. So yeah. I mean, I'll look for support roaming opportunities. Because as a support, you're not held down to a lane, and you gotta make use of that, even if you're playing enchanters. So yeah, okay. So there's that. Oh my god, this is taking forever. Okay, let's see if we're in the roaming opportunities.
I have 4 spins.
You know, I got this pin thing, and I'm not really using it. That's kind of sad. I'm not really. Maybe like later I'll get more used to it. So yeah.
Yo.
Okay, here you can roam. Here, roam, go to void grubs just straight away. They're slow pushing it. They're pushing into you. The waves are pushing into you. You're jinxing catch for free, and unless J4 is clearing bot side, which I guess you got to be scared of that. So maybe you path towards mid first. But the waves crashing into them, and they only have a Nami Ezreal. They can't dive your jinx with both zones. So leave your jinx to go catch the wave by himself and go be useful around the map. So yeah, this is as a support you got to be going over here. But yeah, see. So, like here, like what does your existence do here? Like support, like it has nothing. Just, like you being here does nothing. So that's how you rotate. Which you would have made it in time. You would have been here, saw the J4 do the void grubby, and then maybe you and Cassio could have like stopped the J4 from running away. Or you can do void grubbies faster, secure it, and help like Zac do it faster, and then run bot with Zac. So, something like that. So. So that's one opportunity that you could have taken. Also, the reason why I say like enemy comp is important, why I mentioned the enemy comp of like Nami Ezreal, because you can't do that like roaming at least as easily. Whenever it's like a Draven, Nautilus, whatever. Basically, high damage ADC, early game ADC, with engage support, or maybe just even like something like an Ashe or Bear support, like just two early game characters or champions that are for lane prio. Like those two will be able to dive your Jinx early on. And the combination of an early ADC or maybe even a late ADC, if they play well enough, with an engage support can dive your ADC. So yeah, those are the two to where like you gotta respect the potential for a dive there. So yeah. But other than that, like just go where you wanna go. If your ADC dies, they're trash. Kinda. Sometimes. Sometimes if you run from the wrong idea, like with the wrong idea, then you're the one that's trash. But I mean, mistakes happen. So yeah. It's okay to be trash. You just can't like stay trash. Okay, you gotta exchange autos at least. So. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna like be real here with you guys. Like the Nami absolutely smurfed on you guys that like thing, like the skirmish. So yeah, why did our S step up so far? Oh, this is crazy. You just okay. You drew your Q there. Okay. You're just papping up. Okay, that's fine, Ethan. You know you wanted to die. I'll go with that. Okay. I'll go with that. Okay, but that's not what we're looking for, at least for now. Now it's time to go look if there's a time when my support can roam. Here. My support can roam. Oh. How long do we stay in base? Okay. Okay, 10. 12 seconds. We stay in the base. What did we get? We got lucidity. Fair enough. That's fine. That's fine. Stand here on the edge. Pass. Okay, this is another thing. Whenever you, because I noticed this a lot on Bappo. So, but I mean, it's also because I was just watching his cam a lot, so it probably happened to him. So, whenever you just respawn or post 14 minutes, you gotta stand in here. And post means after 14 minutes, because that's when you get the, like, I forgot what it was called, but the movement speed buff out of Fountain. So you gotta stand here so you don't lose that movement speed buff and the timer doesn't go down. And then before 14 minutes, or you just based, you gotta stand here, because that way you still can buy items and you can still gain HP and mana. So yeah, it'll be about here. It's somewhere around here. I don't know where it is precisely, but it's around that range. But yeah, so that's a quick tip. That one's kind of important. Hopefully everyone's watching this. This is probably going to be like an hour long. Maybe it already is an hour long. But yeah. I mean, I guess it's fine you didn't roam here. I would have... I mean, there's not really anything to roam for. So yeah, but I mean, at least just path mid just in case anything happens. That's what I would have done. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. ADC can catch lanes by himself. Okay, here's also another opportunity where you can roam to Void Grubs, because you know now that there's certainty that they are fighting. So instead of tapping here, just run over here and go to Void Grubbies. Because you want to avoid this ward. That's the reason why it's so long, otherwise it wouldn't be. But yeah. So we push, and then Nami gets there. And we're not there to match. And now we go over there. No, we don't go over there now. Oh well, I mean, it's an okay sequence. They didn't do Void Grubs. They should have done Void Grubs. There's that. Okay. But yeah, so that's like 2 times. 2 to 3 times. We should have been roaming as a support, but we don't. So yeah, I mean, fair enough. Yeah. So I'm just gonna look. I'm not gonna bother like looking too deeply individually. Um, this guy, he just needs to get off his Ante. That's about it. Okay, anyways, um, I already went through the lane of this a bit, so we'll look mid, I guess. I mean, you guys are just farming against each other. I mean, I guess it's fine. If you both like can shake it and be like, yeah, I'm okay with not doing anything this lane. Yeah, this is like perfectly fine playstyle. But if you're not okay with this, then you gotta be trading whenever the last inning. But depends on the person. So yeah. Let's look at objective fights and stuff. So J4 does a full clear. Okay, not the best. It's also kind of slow because of our mid choke. So yeah, I don't think it should be 40 seconds slow though. We'll be there for 40 seconds. Okay, so let's say 235. This should get to no. So we should still appear around 330. Maybe. Let's look at this clear. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we should appear around 330. The kiting wasn't great. Oh well. Yeah. So the clear was a bit slow. The top laner just decided to go down there for some reason. Probably a bit too focused on trying to be useful to the team. So yeah. Let's see. But yeah, both boys, both little scuttlers. Bot's basing. Here, just do void grubs. No, here we should go for mid gank. Okay, that's what we do. Mid freezes. Now we should just go for void grubs. Yeah, here we just go for void grubs. We see top dies, so we do none. Okay, we do one. Yeah, maybe Ori should have moved, but I mean it's kind of tough to say. We go for Drake. Yeah. Okay, that's a good sequence. I actually like that. It was a bit slow, like maybe a couple seconds too slow, but I mean it's the right sequence, which is way more important. So yeah. Here, after doing wolves, you should base depending on the amount of gold you have. But we go for the bot counter gang. Okay, so we already know we got completely outplayed, but let's look at what we should be doing here. So the first question is, when did they have vision of them? Because they shouldn't have vision. Okay, so there's no hacking going on. Okay, that's good. Okay, here. Okay, there's the flash. What the heck is that? He's gone. Zach vanished off the face of the map, but that's Zach's blob where he's gonna land. So I mean, fair enough. I think we EQ too early. I think you should change targets to Sarah, and your bot's already so low, so there's no really point in trying to force. I know J4's strong early, but J4 shouldn't be like too strong, especially since Zach still has R. So, yeah. Yeah. Probably committed too much for the counter game. That's fine. Okay, going topside's correct. Maybe should have done buffs first or Krugs first, one or the other, because that puts you in a better spot. There's not really much of a point in ganking top because it's just a snooze fest. So that was like 4 cancelled autos. But yeah, if you did a Krugs or red first, you can go to bot, and then you could be bot, or you be on wolves right now. So instead of being on top side, which would be better because Scuttle is useless. You want to be for bot. You want to be here for the bot action, you know. Tanks don't win game. carries one game. So yeah, change that variation in your clear. There's a better sequence. Hmm. Here we just force Void Grubbies. We see Sarah bot, so we just force Void Grubbies because it's 4v3. No point trying to like not risk it. Also, because Aura should be stronger than Cassio. So yeah, but we don't do that. So we just moved our support to look pretty, as I said. But yeah, um, is this killable? I think he maybe could have ulted. I mean, he dies in an R flash. So maybe he just needs to be communicated that Poppy has no flash. So, but yeah, okay. I'm gonna look at my Zax's movements, see how he does. Good lane game. I don't know. The reason, like, we kind of do want to go mid after wake up, kinda. Because but we can't do it because these guys haven't been trading and they've been AFKing, just doing sums. And so to change our positioning here, because this is something I noticed, just stand here. Just stand here. Just AFK right here. We have a ping. Just stand here. It doesn't do much of a difference, but you can stand still for those moments of times. So. That was a good turn. We get a kill. We should base. Okay. That was like 10 seconds wasted we could have spent for basing. And we would have been on these guys. Okay, here I think we just go top. I mean, your bot side's already scuffed. But the next thing is you're going to be playing for is going to be like top side anyways. So, the next thing you're going to be playing for at this moment in time is maybe like cover a Poppy. So that you can cut for top, and then you'll end up bot side, which is more important anyways. So, at least in my opinion. Especially in this matchup, this is just snooze fest. So, yeah. I guess we end up here for Void Grubs. I don't know, but if we did be down here, we'd be here for a gank. So. A lot of walking. Okay, here we should invade. Here we should follow Cassio. Because Ezreal's already out. So yeah, now we should invade. But okay. Should have done red, Raptors, red, Krugs, and then base. Yeah, especially if you're just gonna do that anyways. Might as well do the closest camp. And then go here and then base. So it'll save you a bit of time. Oh well. That'll do for this game. Let's go to the next one. How long has this been going for? An hour. An hour. I've been doing this for an hour. It already feels like I've been doing this for too long. I mean, maybe I'm being a bit too, like, straightforward with my criticisms. But I don't know. In my opinion, like,
You're doing fun.
I mean, it's just so like lame. It's so boring. I'm not really showing any like overarching concepts.
Talk about the dress.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. We should do that. I'll do it for the other game. Let me pull up OP. Okay, never mind. I'll do it after this one. I'll do the drafts. Okay, so these are horribly out of order, which is gonna make things a bit weird. But here, Ori to Galio, Ori gets Ori Fist Galio early. Yeah, Lilia top, very weird. But I mean, if you know how to play it, you should know how to play it. If you say you know how to play it and it's a weird pick, you definitely you can't beat. Okay. You should be stomping with your pick. So there's that. But this comp, it's not very divey. It would be better if there was a AD top laner or I mean basically a top laner that was able to utilize the dive in of your current team comp. Something like a Renekton, a Camille, maybe even a Mordekaiser because your team has so much lockdown. That'd be pretty good. Lilia doesn't really help much because their R's awkward. I mean, you can think of it as a follow-up, but like, you don't want that much CC, so to speak. You'd rather just, because your team already has enough CC, you just want to kill them with the CC you have. So that should be the goal. This comp is kind of bad, in terms of synergy for Sejuani, but I mean, you have a lot of range. You have Ori, Ezreal, and Emilio's good into their champions. So yeah, and then you just have some team fight to round it out. So pretty generic draft. As a support, so you gotta play like more more engaged support because yeah. But here just flash hook, just flash hook, just flash hook, flash ward that bush, 8 quick into that bush as well. So flash, ward, 8 quick into that bush. And then, throw your hook wherever the guy is. And now that you see him... Oh, wait, you guys didn't see him. But right there, when he is up here, that or whenever his edge is right here. If I can stop troll. If I can stop troll. So we did see. Here, flash over to push. Like, over here. Throw your hook right here. And then it'll hit even if Sejuani sidesteps this way, which is crazy, but some players will like do that, because even if you hug this wall here, Sejuani's a big fat piggy, will still get hit. But you gotta anticipate maybe the sidestep comes in, so that's why you gotta throw it a bit sideways. But it's just not on the wall directly. And then at least you get Sejuani flash, which is worth, because you should have X flash. Or, I mean, something out of the lines like that. But yeah, just go in. Stop being scared. It does nothing. It does nothing. You're playing Go Champ. You gotta make plays. Or, I mean, you don't gotta make plays, so to speak, but like, if you get a free Trade of Thumbs, it's just worth. Do you have Inspiration Secondary? I do not know. I gotta love this game. You do have Inspiration Secondary. You don't have Hex Wash though, you have Biscuits. I guess so. I don't know. I am personally wouldn't like it. So, oh my god. Okay, here another thing. Whenever you're standing in bushes, and like they see you, is you stand at the edge. Like for some reason, people are weird. They don't like throwing skill shots like here and here. But you should also be prepared to sidestep. So yeah, and also, if you're in a bush and they throw a skill shot at you, 99% of the time it's gonna be in the bush. So if you see them like casting a skill shot animation at you, you can click out of the bush and you're probably gonna dodge it unless you're an absolute psychopath, which usually doesn't happen. So yeah, that's another way of like an easy way of just dodging skill shots. Just click like out of the bush and then click back in once the skill shot passed. But yeah, but your positioning should be different. It should be way more aggressive. Maybe not because Zeri's kind of like weak, but also like, actually Zeri's kind of weak, so yeah, maybe not that aggressive. But yeah, that's a way to dodge a skill shot. See, like we kind of saw you didn't react to it, in this case, but yeah, that's that was like basically the outcome. They didn't see you in bush. You happened to be walking out of the bush, and boom, the skill shot just completely went. So yeah. Okay. I mean, there's not much you can do. I wouldn't be autoing the wave so much. Yeah, just got absolutely railed. You popped pots. Okay. With biscuits and second wind, they heal based off your missing health. So you're popping your pot too early. Especially when they don't have ignites. Yeah, they don't have ignites, so they don't have much kill track. Um, but yeah, don't pop ignite or biscuits too early until they have kill track. If they I mean, yeah, don't pop biscuits too early until they have kill track, or use pots too early, because second wind. But yeah, if you're into a poke matchup, another way is to change your runes and go second wind. I don't know who at Riot headquarters or who in Korea is saying bone plating is good for melee champions as a default matchup. No, you're gonna get absolutely fisted. Go second wind. It's usually better. It's usually better. Like sure, you can time your engage for whenever you have bone plating, and boom, you get minus 90 damage reduction. But now you can't engage for like the first 3 minutes, especially if you have no like Draven Nautilus, so you don't get a kill from landing one hook at level 1. So yeah, there's another rant. Gotta dodge this Qs. But yeah, okay, they just hit level 2. They should be walking up and liking they own the place. Fair enough. They should be playing a lot more aggressive before they hit level 2 is actually what the case is. But yeah, bad usage of level up timers on the enemy team. We get some pretty boring laning. Yeah, this is how you play melee to range matchup. You play like a coward. You play like how you've been. Can I say that? I guess that's a bit harsh. But yeah, you gotta play a lot back. Maybe play a bit more up with your Sherry. Maybe play in this bush. But you gotta play a lot more passive. In which you usually are playing a lot passive all the time. But when you're range, you gotta play a lot more up. Especially because, well, you can play a lot more up. So, and where you play up depends on the matchup. If you're the Melio here, you should walk up right behind his minion and be auto attacking the Zeri. Because she's busy hitting cannon and she can't hit you. And there's no reason for you to be scared of Nautilus. So, yeah. So yeah, see, this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is way too far back. But yeah. That's supporting in a nutshell. Okay, we're getting autoed for no reason. I guess the ward was okay. Just better to ward here. I think in this case. Especially if you're watching out for a dive. You can E in Nautilus Q? Maybe? I don't know. I just didn't see your WB used as an auto attack reset, but I don't know what I would do there either. I don't really play Nautilus much. Okay, yeah, this is just too far back. Too far back. Or at least your Jerry should be playing a bit more back with you. Here, your minions are here, so you can get hit by Ezreal Q, you play up. You should try and get that cannon down, because you kind of need to thin the wave out a bit. But yeah, your Zeri just missed cannon because you didn't auto it. So, yeah. Okay. I'm not too happy with that one. So. I guess that'll do the job. Okay, like. So here, you gotta stand in front of your ADC. Why? I don't know why you're scared of the skill shot. Like, I don't know which universe they would rather hit you instead of the ADC. But yeah, your ADC just got chunked 200 damage because you didn't want to tank an Ezreal key for him or for her. So this is just kind of cooked. I mean, yeah, pushing the best you can do. And the base, yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm not even gonna bother watching the other two lanes because they're just lost in drafts, and we willingly like lost in drafts. Okay, well, let's see. How to play as a champ. So here, if they don't have vision in this, yes, they don't. One of the things you can do is walk into this bush. Okay. See, they're not respecting it. Okay. Oh my goodness. Or okay, it's fine. You're not walking to the bush. Here, you're actually in flash auto range. Okay. So you gotta auto attack them first, and then flash, and then you press R on either the Melio or the Ezreal. This engage is actually perfectly fine because Ezreal is still level 6. Okay. You're probably gonna use R on Melio because this guy has 2 cleanses with Melio R and cleanse. Okay. Because all you do is want to kill. So you flash auto the Ezreal, ulti the Melio, and then Q wherever the Melio flashes. Instead of starting with Q. Because that's the only way for them to have counterplay. So how do you get rid of that counterplay? You simply flash auto, because you have roots. Instead, we start with Q, and then we get chunked out, and then we can't do engage anymore. Because Ezreal is basically going to hit level 6 on like a couple more creeps. And we're also chunked way too low. So, yeah. Good angle, good look. Just poorly executed. Okay, so we're kind of changing targets too much. So here, it's actually fine for you to target Melio first. You already ulted Melio, and you eat nothing. That is okay. That ability is kind of useless. IMO. But okay, so here you hook Melio, confirm the kill, and ignite for the grievous wounds. But instead we don't. And another option we have is once the Nautilus R lands, has Galio's coming in for a gank. Once this Nautilus R lands, we flash auto ignite him and Q him. Once your root is about to end. And that would be a kill. A 100% guaranteed kill. Because Galio would then have like the resources to chase him. But instead we change targets for no reason. We even bait our Zeri. And then nothing happens. So, oh, we get killed. And we die 1 for 1. We die 1 for 1, but they have insane outplay potential. And we lose a lot of sums. So, yeah. Could have been. Also, here. Oh, wait. This is actually slow pushing back.
Oh, no,
See, you gotta recognize this on first glance and be like, this is slow pushing back to me. But maybe with your couple Qs, it's frozen. So, yeah, but you gotta be able to realize that this is slow pushing back to you. Yeah, but now this is frozen. No, this is still slow pushing back. But it would have been slow pushing back faster if you just left it by itself. You're ranking it 1 2 2. So yeah, there's that. You gotta recognize wave management. Because it's not based off the position alone, it's based off position and number of minions, which I already went through. So yeah, there's that. My apologies. My sneeze. But yeah, I give up. I'll look at the overarching map of events. Let's see what we can do. Also, for the sake of like your games as a jungler, this is why I don't really hate like damage deal junglers and like lower elos. It's because like every single time an objective comes up, like the moment it comes up, you can probably do it, and like 80% of the time, like you will get away scot free. And I'm saying lower elo is like diamond, mid diamond and under. Like no one will check objectives when they first spawn, or like even move for them if you're like until like a couple minutes after. So yeah, just like do objectives the moment they spawn in, or like pass orders to it, so that it works out like that. So let's look at this clear. Oh. I need a thought process behind this. Let's look. Can I see it? We start wolves. Better to just start blue, I believe.
What do you want to play? You want to do some hard?
We do wolves gone. Interesting clear. It's not bad. Okay, but here you gotta look like as you're pathing here. You gotta look. Oh, it's mid gankable. Kinda, not really. They're both full HP. You're at most getting a flash, maybe not even anything. Gotta look at bot. It's bot gankable. It kind of is. You have an autos, but you have no damage from ADC, and it's Ezreal, and Ezreal probably has E and level at second. So yeah, Emilio can just kill you. So yeah, what's the safest play? Especially because all lanes are full HP. You just go to your camps. But we don't. So by the time we could have done a full clear, we finally began on our Raptors. Which puts us in a really bad spot. And top got killed by a gank. So, maybe it was a lane gank. I guess I'll take a look at it. It was a tower dive. Yeah. Here, your top laner needs to be like, hey, yo, something's kind of sus, and you're probably going to be dove. So, it'd be even more scuffed for you, but I mean, you're a jungler, you can't really do much about it. But you gotta drop these Raptors and run straight top. But to be fair, that is kind of on the top laner. The top laner's got to be the one saying that they can dive. Also, I think your starter top laner won't be able to see that anyways. So, yeah. Also, maybe you don't play against teams that will dive, but better to like at least path. And if nothing happens, you just do correct. But yeah, you're basically screwed. It's just base. After Krug's just base. Okay, so to explain why this is bad, okay, we are aware, hopefully, I want you to be aware, that Scuttlecrab has spawned in 30 seconds ago, and Sejuani just dove top successfully, and Scuttlecrab spawned around during that time. So, what's going to happen to Scuttlecrab if we go to it now, especially whenever we just did Red and Krug? It'll be dead. It'll basically be dead. Maybe we can go for a Smite Steal, but it's not worth it. Better to just base, have good tempo, because you can help the other side of the map. Tempo's, I don't know. So like, We'll base and have good tempo, because basically tempo is like, there are certain things that like certain characters like that all characters have to do, such as basing, managing like their resources, and like simply being and like in the right place at the right time. So if we base now, we'll have good tempo. We'll be one step ahead, like a chessboard. Like we would have moved into bot lane 30 seconds before enemy Sejuani would have, and so we can use that time to do something like get Scuttler, get vision, or gank bot. That's what like tempo does. That's what tempo becomes. Okay, but yeah, the tempo is basically like you're a step ahead of your um, uh, other person, because tempo applies to lanes as well. It applies to everything. But yeah, so here, for the next 30 seconds, we do nothing and we die. So, when it could have been avoided if we just didn't go for Scuttle in the first place. So yeah, and we also would have got bot grab if we did that too. So,
Talk about the timing on that.
what do you mean? What do you mean, like, by the time?
They knew, the top laner knew I had base, and I was coming back to lane whenever they decided to invade topside jungle.
Okay, that's also a thing. So here, so you just TP. This is like slow pushing, slow pushing towards blue side. So this is a good time for the enemy top laner to base. Maybe TP top, or just walk top, because it is slow pushing towards them. So this is also another reason why we don't want to fight here. Because it takes around 30 seconds to walk to lane, okay? You guys probably don't know that, but yeah, it takes around 30 seconds to walk to lane. 30 seconds to walk to top and bot, 20-ish seconds to walk to mid. So, we know once Nar is missing, he has around 40 seconds to show up around anywhere on the map. Okay? A lot less if it's towards mid. It'd be around 30. But, because of this, not only did we just know that we're gonna lose Scuttle Crab, we know that we shouldn't invade because top will be around this area. I don't know if I'm that good. Yeah, I was pretty close. But yeah, top would be around that area. And we're testing it for no reason. Like, if you can one-shot the Sejuani here, by all means, do it. But what are you playing? Galio J4. If it was Galio Silas with Ignite, maybe you guys could one-shot the Sedge. But since we are not going to be able to one-shot him. And then we keep going in. We keep chasing here. If we backed off whenever we missed the EQ, which we should have, because J4's entire early game kit is landing EQ, things probably still would have been okay. But we keep going forward, and then it's so cocked. So yeah. Also, don't flash if you're already dead. But I guess it's fine, because now you know that for the next 5 minutes, you also should keep track of these flash timers. So around 4:30, around 9:30 until 9:30, you have a free kill, basically, on Orianna, and your support should come roam whenever he's level 6, knowing that Orianna is basically a free kill. If you're somehow not able to get it with J4R, so yeah, but yeah, that Ori should be dead within the next 5 minutes. So there's that as well. Not really utilizing summoner cooldowns at all. And using like our level 6 power spikes to do anything at all either. So yeah. Then we go bot here. We walk there. We drop a pink that can look pretty. Better place pink here. And then we do Scuttler, which is level 1, so it doesn't give as much EXP. And then we hit that when we already know they basically have vision in there. And we look pretty for another 20 seconds. Also, during this time, we could have done void grubs if we just like half top. If we just cleared. Because we wasted around like 40 seconds. So let's say you got here 40 seconds earlier. I know we just saw Sedge, so like it just happened to be the correct play. But I would have done this because you're stronger than Sedge early game, especially because she doesn't have aftershock. Maybe you can't because Lily is getting fisted. Also, if you were here 40 seconds earlier, Nar would be dead, so there's also that. Or at least have no flash. But you should at least have void grubs or a kill top. So yeah, there's that. Or at least have every camp topside done. We don't commit an R. We don't have R, so that's fine. But now we do void grubs now. But now Sejuani and mid, no. Okay, Sejuani to Drake. So we do it in response. This is also another problem. We can only do, because I'm saying like, so like your team currently can only do objectives based off response. Pretty much. Or based off like when it's the most obvious play to do. But you gotta be able to do like objectives based off of inferences, or guesses, or based off of the fact that you're stronger than the enemy team. And then you got to be willing to pull the trigger, because you are stronger than the enemy team. At least once you get rid of that Gnar top lane, because then Lilia, J4 should be at be Orianna, Sedge. Be kind of close. But J4 should just stat check everybody. Or at the very least, you get one Void Grub and you walk out, and then nothing happens. You get one Void Grub, so it's harder for them to get a Void Grub buff. So yeah, there's that. That's another option. And this here should be a kill. I think it is. You should auto Q auto. Okay, auto W auto. No Qs. Okay. Saving Q for next game. Understandable. Your Q reduces armor pin, which is why you should start Q even if you don't have E. The Lilia E is kind of troll. We should back away. We should just back away. We should back away. We should back away. Okay, so that's like 5-7 second wasted just walking back and forth. That's fine too. So we're clearing top. We're gonna clear the bots. Okay. We're going top again. I just don't see how this is gonna be a kill. Or like how we can even contest. Cause I mean J4 Gnar's they're gonna be top lane isolation. He's Mega Gnar. He's not even killable. You're pretty sure they're doing Void Grubs based off your pathing, and I'm pretty sure as well too. No, we had no clue. Okay, now we know that they're on Void Grubs, and we still didn't walk out. With J4, one of your escapes is whenever like someone blocking your escape is to R them and then EQ out because your R is unstoppable. So yeah, here you just gotta R EQ. But that doesn't happen. So yeah. Basically we died in an avoidable death. So yeah. Just not good. Just not good. You're already behind as a J4, so now you should be shifting. So stop pathing top when top's lost. We should go red and then go bot. And then you get there whenever bot's there. So yeah, and also this slow push wave, because you can't only look at wave states whenever like your laners are there. You gotta look at wave states like before you start pathing somewhere. So if you came out of base, how far back do I have to go? Boom. If we came out of base here, shit, it's actually impossible to tell that this would be slow pushing. Fair enough. Maybe running bot here is the right play. Fair enough. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, but we don't do the bot side skirmish. I think maybe because there's so many. I guess we wouldn't have gotten there in time. That's fine. Okay, but at least you should be conscious. Okay, here you should be conscious that this is like bad. Like this is good. So pushing into you. So you gotta change your clear again as if you're back to level 1, being your first path. Gotta change your clear again. Go to top and do bot. Yeah, crazy stuff as a jungler, but you gotta do that stuff sometimes. Or you gotta do this. And do your bot side, and then go into the bot rush. Wait for the 1 minute that it'll take for the wave to crash into you guys, and then do a lane gank. There's also that. Like your J4, your win con is Uzeri, so just drop everything for them. This Lily is gonna be useless. It's not fed enough. Too far behind. But yeah. I mean, that's this game. Like, I don't know. During like like I said, 950, 930. Oriana should have been dead. There was no plays made mid, despite Oriana having no flash. Um, Nautilus probably, undoubtedly, had an opportunity to go for mid gank, especially because bot Zeri is able to free farm for free bot lane basically. Um, and I mean J4's pathing uh, wasn't respectful enough of the enemy team, and it's uh, and like lane bios. I am so yeah. I mean that's it for this game. Let's go to the next game, because yeah. Okay, actually yeah, we got to talk about team comps this game. So this comp is kind of traditional. The only things that like maybe is J4 would be like Vi, but like Vi was bad. So yeah, I mean comp is just nearly the same thing. Uh, so yeah. Um, I mean it's fine. This comp is way too late game. Cassio is kind of weird on this comp. Who's that? In my opinion, because you kind of like knock everybody out of your W. But it works with Poppy well, I'm pretty sure. At the very least, Poppy's a good pick. But your Poppy player has to be... Maybe we should do some reaction testing. I don't know. It's kind of take for a while, so I guess you just gotta be practicing reaction tests by yourself. I don't know. Whether it be like playing against bots and like in a custom game practice tool, trying to sidestep their skill shots, because the only way to sidestep them is to look at their skill shot animation, and then you should be able to like recognize most animations for each ability. So like the only ones that are kind of hard to distinguish, like for example, is like RE, like RE autos. Those are kind of hard to tell apart from each other. But you can tell usually when one's coming out based off like context of like what's happening. But yeah, that's how you play Poppy well. Got to be able to react to that stuff. Poppy's not a bad pick into the enemy team. Not great though, because you wanna something to counter Ezreal. I mean it'll work, but it's okay comp. I don't know how Jinx Sarah goes. I think it should win lane though. I think Jinx Sarah should be pretty strong level 1. So especially well maybe not. But like Jinx has more range than Ezreal. Ezreal hasn't really scaled yet. And because Jinx has the range Q thing. So yeah, and Sarah's just kinda strong. But yeah. Maybe Zac should be Skarner. But yeah, another thing I noticed a lot was that we couldn't play a lot of champions because we had no champion. And even in the champions that we could play, we weren't really great at those champions. So
What are you doing,
yeah,
Dino?
you guys really need to either just get better at your champions, like actually know them, whether it be by playing them through practice tool, doing 1v1s against all sorts of champions, or just learning new champions. So yeah, you guys just need to be playing more. That's all. That's the biggest one too. Maybe planes will be easy. Maybe planes won't be easy, but it'd be hella embarrassing if you guys don't make planes. Don't pass planes. So yeah, this is the last game. This comp's kind of bad. It's very bad actually. This comp is kind of scuffed. I remember this is his first game of Poppy, so maybe I shouldn't watch this. But I mean, Poppy isn't too complicated of a champion, so it shouldn't be that bad. But yeah, also like, I'm not gonna bother reviewing this game. This game was just kind of tragic, and this game also was just kind of tragic. So I'll just say you already know Tristan. That you could have done a dive successfully, but for some reason you didn't want to take the kill. So we lost a kill and even more EXP lost. Yeah, no, don't be greedy. Yeah, don't be greedy with stuff. Don't be how do I I'm saying don't be greedy, but like technically, in this case, it's like you should be more greedy, but it's also like in the context of the game, you shouldn't be greedy with like using your stuff to get kills. You shouldn't be greedy of holding flash to like not die, because using flash is better than not dying. What else? Uh, you guys have gotta be able to recognize lane states more easily. Because that was another problem. Gotta be willing to use freezes a lot more. Because freezes are really powerful, and I'm not seeing anybody freeze on both teams, but yeah, except for Chen Yang, or Bori. She was the only one who froze throughout the entire series. So that's pretty sad. Um, yeah, that'll be it. This is kind of like a sad note to like end on, but like I'll be like straight up honest. I was pretty disappointed. Yeah, I feel like as much as like UARK didn't do bad, they didn't do anything great. So
I left the game.
yeah, I mean a couple of the team fights were actually good, and couple of the team fights were exciting. I'll say that much. I had fun watching this. For the first two games, the third one was a complete blowout. But and the fourth one was a complete blowout too. But aside from that, yeah. Also, like, you gotta have the mental. Especially this goes to Jonathan and Gage, because you two are like the primary like carries of your team. So at least I think you guys at least like kind of like control voice comms to the point where it is. So you can't like deny your effects of like having like a negative mindset. And like this is where I'll give like congrats to Andrew or Uranium. He like never gives up, even if it's like sarcastically. But at least like based off how he plays, his playing doesn't change, whether it be a bad thing or a good thing. Usually a good thing. Doesn't change based off of like how like based off of if he's winning or losing. Like even if he's losing, aside from the times where he's like absent-minded, which happens occasionally, but it's been getting better. I didn't notice any too atrocious moments throughout the entire series. He doesn't change his play. His play is consistent. And so you gotta get that mindset. So yeah, gotta always be looking for ways to progress the game. So, also, because every game is winnable. Like I don't care like how losable it is. Like if pro players can throw 10k, 12k gold lanes, which have happened, then like we can't do, especially we can't do. So and like as you guys saw, maybe I didn't like punish them like hard enough, but like even like UARK made a lot of mistakes, and as I said, UARK didn't play great. They just played okay, and that okay was enough. In my opinion, they played okay. This is important because you guys probably beat a lot of teams. You guys have, but from my perspective, they played okay. So yeah, if I was to give it MVP in like an ASA series, let's see. I don't know. I don't think I could. There wasn't really like a standout player. So yeah. Also, yeah. Just gotta practice a bit more champs. That's about it. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Hopefully next series, if we ever do it again, we'll go better. But yeah, sorry this went so long. I probably should have reviewed the games before, had like a bullet list of like what I wanted to go through. But I mean that takes so much time. It'd take me like 4 hours just to do all of that because I'd have to look at all the individual lanes too. At least I should have gone through it. But yeah, I'm just yapping to myself. I'm just gonna end it here. See ya.